In this video here, I'm gonna teach you how I manage my time and how you can do the exact same thing to maximize your chances for success, okay? So how do I manage my time? Every day when I wake up, I have a certain routine that I do, okay? And this routine is very, 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 very important and crucial for my personal success. Now, your routine could be a little bit different, but I'm gonna tell you what I do and what helps me not feel lost and overwhelmed in everything that I have going on throughout my day. So when I wake up, first things first, I always do what I call my morning things, okay? So what are my morning things? The first thing I usually do is I study my craft. You know, in this case, which is poker, I study some sort of anything to do with poker for 10 to 15 minutes every single morning, no matter what. Even on days off, 7 days a week, I don't care. I'm doing that always. As soon as I'm done doing that, I start doing my stretching exercise. My stretches are absolutely wild. You guys don't have to do the same stretches as I do. I stretch in all kinds of, crazy different ways, but I spend about 10 minutes doing that. You can just YouTube any stretching, and you can do any stretching for 10 minutes, and I think that's gonna go a very long way. Just get out there and just start doing it. Like just stretching your legs, stretching your arms. I usually just kind of hit my body a little bit, get my body out, get the blood flowing. So, and I start doing some kicks and things like that. I might do just a whole stretching video at some point on this channel just to show you guys my crazy, wild stretching routine. But I do that about 10 minutes per day. And then as soon as I'm done with that, I will either lay down on my bed or go outside for a walk and do a meditation. About 10 minutes of that as well. So I'll do a 10-minute meditation, either just laying down on my bed, just breathing and just in silence, or a walking meditation where I'm just walking outside and I'm observing my surroundings and I'm slowing things down. And it's beautiful. When you really get into that state of just meditating in a way where it's, you're just walking slower, it just changes everything when you're walking slow. I'm telling you guys, like when you just slow down, and sometimes I forget this in life, when I'm doing things too fast, it just doesn't work well. It brings anxiety, right? So these are the three things I do first thing in the morning. I study my craft 10 to 15 minutes. I do my 10-minute stretching, then I do a 10-minute meditation followed by 3 things that I'm grateful for. Okay, I always tell myself 3 things I'm grateful for. I hold my hand on my heart here. And I feel in my body 3 things that I'm grateful for, okay, in life. It could be anything. It could be the warm water in the shower. It could be the fact that I woke up this morning. Just small things that we overlook on a daily basis. 3 things that you're grateful for. It's so important, in my opinion, to do this because it puts you in a grateful state of mind for that time being. And you just feel like you're on after I'm done with my morning routine, I feel like I'm on a little cloud. Not to say that it lasts the entire day. Yeah, obviously, things happen. I'll get stressed out, I'll get anxious throughout the day or whatever. But for that moment, it kind of gives me like a feeling of peace and serenity, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And anytime you create a morning routine, I would recommend starting off small. Okay, start as small as you can. All right, and give yourself a buffer with time. This is the biggest mistake I see people with managing time. They pack their schedule like bam, 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 bam. And if you pack your schedule too hard and too fast, you're just gonna be anxious the whole day, all morning, all afternoon. It's just gonna be anxiety filled over anxiety, honestly, and there's gonna be nothing more to it. So you really wanna have that buffer with time. Give yourself, let's say for example, my morning routine takes about 35 minutes. About, give or take, let's say those 3 things. But I give myself about an hour to do it because some days I might go a little bit longer on some, maybe between the morning routine, I might stroll over and grab a glass of water or something like that. So I give myself that time. I allocate that time to be way more than what I actually need. And I think that's very key for everyone to really pay attention to and really just feel that, right? Feel that you have more time, right? Because if you're stacking your things too fast and too close to each other, like I said, you're just gonna be overwhelmed. You're gonna be overwhelmed, you're gonna feel anxiety. Don't do that, okay? That's how I manage my time. That's just my morning routine. But let's say like at nighttime, I also allocate, obviously I play poker, throughout the day. Let's say right now I'm actually only playing 2 days per week, about 7 or 8 hours each on those days. And when I'm not playing poker, I try my best to allocate time to relax as well. When I'm not playing poker and when I'm not coaching or when I'm not working on the business of Team 651 or anything like that, I allocate my time to relaxing a lot. Okay, this is something I didn't used to do that much of, but these days I do a lot of, and I think it's very, 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 very important that you set aside some time for relaxing. Especially you that's watching this video, and I'll tell you why. Usually when you're watching self-development content, I watched a lot of self-development content in my life, tons of it. Usually when you're watching self-development content, you're probably somebody that loves to be productive. And you need to learn how to relax sometimes, because when you relax, when you give yourself that time to recharge, then you energize yourself for when you do take action on those things that you're trying to achieve in life, okay? So you need to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. Don't let that go out of your minds. You need to have the relaxation. I hired a coach that once told me that, a life coach, and he was telling me, because he realized I didn't know how to relax at that time in my life. And he's like, Jack, you're viewing relaxing as time off. Relaxing should be viewed as re-energizing, recharging yourself to go and then crush your goals, right? So that's what you gotta do. You gotta give yourself that time to relax, to recharge. So allocate that. Put that in your schedule where you give yourself hours every single day to relax and do whatever the hell you want. For me, I like watching TV or taking a walk. When I watch TV, I find my brain just shuts off. I relax, I just feel good, especially when I rewatch movies. I know that sounds crazy to some people. When I rewatch movies that I've already watched, I just feel so good. It's unbelievable. Like, it's hard to even describe how good I feel when I'm rewatching a movie. It's because I don't have to think. And I'm just like, kind of like my brain is shut off. I'm rewatching the movie, I'm recharging. It feels incredible, okay? For me personally, when I take a walk, it feels incredible. When I'm walking, especially when it's warm outside. God, I love walking when it's warm outside. I'll just go out, take a walk, see humans, and it's just like, it just helps me feel good, right? So find that thing for you, but make sure you're scheduling that recharging and relaxing time in your life. You need to be doing that, okay? And that's it for today's video. So subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.